Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Debs Cooper, global stressologist here. Thank you. I'm just going to make sure this is all good to go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. The topic today is, are you truly true to yourself? Are you truly true to yourself? What a question. What a question. And I want you to actually challenge what that actually means to you. Not what it means to other people, but what it means to you. Not what it means to me, but what it means to you. Because being true to yourself isn't about doing whatever you feel like doing. It's not this self-righteous persona that we have to do. Yes, I'm just going to say no to everybody and I'm going to do this. It isn't about that at all. It isn't about refusing to compromise. And it certainly isn't about expecting everyone else to agree with you. Do I need to say that one again? It absolutely is not about having everyone else to agree with you. I believe it's about congruency. And when I say congruency, it's the things like, do your choices match what matters to you? Do your actions align with your verbal? Does the person people actually see, are they actually known for yourself? And perhaps when I think about this, there's a bigger question, because we're unraveling today. And where in your life have you slowly moved away from yourself without even noticing? Where in your life have you slowly moved away from yourself without even noticing? So I'm going to encourage you to get your note-taking device. I just tried to find my little glitter pen, so today I can't find one around me. So just pretend, here, I'll pull my purple pen up, grab your note-taking device, because if you're a handwriter, write it down. If you're not a handwriter and you're a typer, type them down, or put my video into chat, the link, and it'll come out, spit out with the words, whatever works for you. But I really would love you to take the strategies I'm going to give you on board today and implement them into your world, because they will help you change to be truly true to yourself. So the first one I'm going to give you here is, notice where you actually edit yourself. And I want you to think about the different rooms you walk into. Are you the same person when you walk into a room with family than you are with your friends, than you are with your work colleagues, than you are with strangers, than you are with people who you'll never see again? Simple as that. And because there's a difference between adapting appropriately, I think of that word, I think my mum will be giggling with that, and editing yourself for acceptance. There's a difference between adapting appropriately, and there's also a difference between editing yourself for acceptance. So sometimes things can happen, and it could be around certain people, is that you actually hold back. You don't say what you want to say because you're afraid you're going to offend them, or they're never going to talk to you again, or you agree to disagree. Actually, you agree to them because disagreeing feels icky. You know the ones, disagreeing feels icky. Or when you've got something going on that you've done and it's a pretty big achievement, and you don't want to share that news with somebody. So any of those little things. And what I want you to do is, it's just one simple strategy here on this one here. You're going to catch yourself. You're going to catch yourself very quickly. The quicker you catch yourself, the easier it is for you to move forward. And you're going to ask yourself, what would I say if I wasn't managing their reaction? What would I say if I wasn't managing their reaction? Yep. Can you feel that? I could feel that. Yep. Even when I was thinking about this a couple of days ago, about this video that I was putting out, I was like, oh, this is the goodie. This is a goodie. So the next one I'm going to give you is actually to watch your yeses. Watch your yeses. And yes, we know that no is a full sentence. Thank you to those people who've given that to me, as I've given it to them. But I want you to think about, when I say watch your yeses, a yes isn't genuine when every part of you means no. Your body will be able to tell you no. Like if you're saying yes and everything inside's clenching and getting tighter and tighter and tighter, it's actually a no, just so you know. But we often say yes because it's easier. We don't want to upset people. Yes to helping, yes to another commitment, yes to changing plans, yes to keeping somebody else happy. Then we wonder why we feel irritated. You know, this one's then we go, oh, I'm so burnt out. I'm irritated, I'm frustrated, I'm fatigued, I'm exhausted, any of those things. So what I'd love you to do is try this, implement this, not try it, just get it going. You're going to give yourself permission not to answer immediately. And it's practice. It's practice will get you through with this one. So you can say things like, let me think about that and come back to you. A caveat to that is don't give them a time frame. Let me come back to you in an hour. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. So let me think about that and come back to you. Don't go, I'll get back to you in a week's time or something. No, 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 no. And if they asked you, when can you get back to me? Don't know. When I can. That's it. Don't do this whole scenario of putting a time frame on it, because you yourself are going to get more discombobulated than anyone. So just let me think about that and come back to you. No excuse, no more sentence, that's it. And then you're going to ask yourself this. So once you've verbalized that to those people, you're going to ask yourself this. If guilt wasn't involved, what would my answer be? If guilt wasn't involved, what would my answer be? And just that will pivot you back to, ooh, okay. My answer would be no. Or, excuse me, my answer would be yes, whatever that works for you. But remember that guilt stops us from doing things. Guilt will chew away like a worm in your body. It's going to chew away at you and get you an icky worm, not a good worm. I don't even know if there are any good worms, just saying. But the guilt will immobilize you in your tracks. So if guilt wasn't around, what would my answer be? Are these helping you? Let me know if these strategies are helping you. I can't see anyone here. Can't see anyone anyway. Just being very honest. And thanks, Allah. I think I might have to reach out to you. But let's go to the next one. And that is check who is making your decisions. Who is making your decisions? Because other people's opinions can quietly become louder than our own when we let them. What will they think? What if they don't like it? What if they don't like me? What if they think I'm selfish? What if they think I'm a bad person? What if they disagree? Any of that stuff. So know that advice is valuable from other people. Not this person. I mean, this is incredibly valuable, but this one here. But ultimately, whose life are you living? So we can take on their advice, but actually this is down to you. And this could be, I was thinking about this the other day. You're excited about an opportunity. Something came in. You tell someone, and they immediately list everything that could go wrong. And it's not personal. And suddenly you're questioning something that you felt you were so certain about, and just you've been waiting on this, and it just feels so right in your whole core. And the next 10 minutes, you're actually starting to self-doubt yourself. I've done that. So it's really important to go back to you. And before asking everyone else what they think, ask yourself, what do I know about this? Is this good for me? Do I want to do it? What do I know about this? Is this good for me? Do I want to do it? And we want those answers straight away. Is this good for me? Yeah. Do I want to do it? Yeah, I do. So that other people's opinions are not of yours. Okay? I know. I can hear people going, oh, you make it sound so easy. It is easy when you practice. Tell your partner you're going to start saying no. Tell your partner you're going to start challenging them on things, but don't take it personally. I'm just going to start practicing. But let them know. Don't just suddenly change your whole way with that. So start practicing this, because once you get this into a flow, it's going to change for you. So the next one I want looking at here is I want you to look at your life. I want you to actually look at your life honestly, look at your life and see, and see if your values don't match. And I often talk about values, but we often say something, values is what lights you up. It's what's important to you. So we often say something that matters deeply to us. But we're also giving it almost none of our time or energy. And your family matters, but you're never present. Or your health matters, but you continue to put yourself last. Or Your freedom, you're like, on top of my values is my freedom, I want freedom. But you actually fill every available space with obligation. Your business matters. You say your business matters, but you actually spend the best amount of times, the best amount of hours, I'm going to say, actually reacting rather than creating and building your business. This is not judgment. It's not judgment. It's just about awareness. So I want you to look at this and I want you to go, so look at your actual life, not just your intentions. So when this happens, I want you to ask yourself, if somebody watched how I lived this week, and you can do this in 24 hours, you can also do it in 24 hours. If someone watched how I lived this week, what would they assume matters most to me? Pardon me for taking a drink. Can't find my glitter bottle. If someone watched how I lived this week, what would they assume matters most to me? And that alone is incredibly revealing, incredibly revealing. People say what matters to them, but do their actions align? So think of someone, if someone followed you for 24 hours, just 24 hours or a week with a TV camera, what would they say was your top priority? Is it family? Is it building a business? Does your life represent the stuff that comes out your mouth? It's a great one just to pull yourself back to go, actually, is this really me? Now, this next one's a goodie. This next strategy I'm going to give you. And if you don't know what this one is, then you're clearly a complete virgin to my videos. This is don't take things personally. Don't take things personally. Someone disagreeing with your choices doesn't automatically make your choices wrong. It doesn't. People see through their values, their experiences, their expectations, their perceptions, their confirmation bias, their stories. That's what they do and what's going on in their world. And if you need everyone to approve of who you are, you'll just constantly adjust yourself to fit whatever happens to be standing in front of you. And their reaction belongs to them. Their reaction belongs to them. Your responsibility is to understand. Crikey, 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 crikey. I haven't drunk enough water. I can hear my mother saying to me, so thank you. Your responsibility is to understand your own reaction with this. Your responsibility is to understand your own reaction, not what they're saying, not what they're doing, not if they're saying and doing at the same time, action or inaction, whatever that is. Your responsibility into this when someone fires at you, whether it's a machine gun or a little bit or a stunt gun or a taser or something that's not as a paintball, whatever that is, you don't take that and you don't rub it over yourself. This is about you going, what is my reaction to this information that they're putting in front of me? And so you're going to ask yourself, you're going to do this and you're going to pull yourself back and you're going to go, whose opinion am I allowing to have more authority over my life than my own? Whose opinion am I allowing to have more authority over my life than my own? Ooh, I actually might put that in the chat. If someone wants to put that in the chat, that would be great because that just pulls yourself back right there. Whose opinion am I allowing to have more authority over my life than my own? Eek. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Yeah, it's just a little slap. It's just a little slap we can get through. As soon as you see it, seen, heard, acknowledged, as soon as you see it, things can change around you. So the next one I'm going to share with you is to find your glitter bomb. Find your glitter bomb, whatever the glitter bomb that is. And your glitter bomb can tell you a lot about who you are, what lights you up, where do you lose track of time, who brings out a version of you that feels natural rather than performed, what environments make you feel expansive, any of those things, because I don't want you actually to dismiss them that they're small or insignificant. They are not. They are literally clues pointing you back towards yourself. So again, here's another question. What lights me up that I've stopped making space for? And And you'll know, because your body will tell you, your body will start shutting down, getting depleted, that whole energy. What lights me up that I've stopped making space for? How's that front ulchi? How's that front ulchi with that one? The next one I'm going to give you is probably the best tip I can give you today. The best tip I'm going to give you today. And guess what it is? Guess what it is? You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. So just know that almost everyone have moments when they realize, hang on, how did I get here? Even myself, last weekend I went to that place. So just know that you evolve, our priorities change, relationships change, our values become clearer, any of those things. But being true to yourself does not mean dissolving one fixed version of yourself and staying there forever. Now, if I was to say that a little bit simpler, we have a fixed version. You don't have to stay in that. Everything is movable. Everything is changeable. You are here to evolve and change. Who you were yesterday before you had 24 hours to be here, you're a different person. Who you were 2 days ago, who you were a week ago, who you were at school, who you were in your first relationship, anything like that. But it actually means you're going to be willing to keep meeting the new you as you are here now. You're going to keep meeting who you are right here, right now. You don't need to have everything figured out. You do not have to have everything figured out. Hand on heart with that one. I generally mean that. We think, oh, I should have figured out. I should have figured out. You know, I just should know what I'm doing. For me, 20 years in this business, I shouldn't cry when something goes on and I don't know what it is. Please. I don't know where I read that script from, because that's not me. That's not me. If I want to cry, I'll cry. But you do need to listen. You do need to listen to yourself. And when you listen to yourself and your internal, it allows you to open that expansive up. And so the question is, who am I today? And does the life I'm creating reflect that person? And if you are ready to evolve, Debs Cooper, global stressologist, the genius behind this video, giving those tips, I can absolutely help you evolve. All you've got to do is put your hand up and lean in. So I want to leave you with a closing thought. I want to leave you with something, and of course I'm going to leave you with another question. So I want you to know that being true to yourself isn't one enormous declaration. It isn't. It's often in the tiny moments. And by the way, the tiny aren't that tiny. The tiny or the small ones are actually the significant. And they are the things when you say no, or when you say yes and you generally mean it, or when you're apologizing because someone else is upset because you've told them their truth, or the thing you make time for, whatever that is, even the decision you make without recruiting everyone else first into your story, whatever that is. But I want you to think, perhaps being true to yourself begins with something incredibly simple. And that is knowing yourself well enough to notice when you're not. I'm going to repeat that again, if I can repeat it word for word. Knowing yourself well enough to notice when you're not. Yeah. That's the mic drop for this one. So this week, I want you to not overhaul your entire life. I just want you to notice. I want you to notice the moments when you're being completely true to yourself. Notice the moments when you leave yourself behind. And then ask yourself, what would being true to me look like right here? What would being true to me look like right here? If anyone's up for putting those questions in the comments, I am all for that. They are pretty. I'd have to go back and read them to listen. Listen to them to see what they were again. But they were pretty significant. That's all I can say. So, are you truly true to yourself? Yeah, let's challenge what that actually means for you. Thank you very much for joining me. Debs Cooper, global stressologist. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I will see you next week and I'll be in a different environment. I'll be in a different environment. So next week on my Facebook Live, thank you very much. See you next time. Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, signing off for today.